Hi guys, this is Siddhansh. Welcome to the fourth tutorial on Omnycomm. In this video, I will be showing you how to create channel-wise products and exporting them. So let's jump right in. Before I show you how we work about with splitting the product by channel and then extrapolating that information and exporting it to an Excel so that you can bulk upload it on the e-channel, I want to talk about what our current cycle is like, so you understand the inefficiencies that we're trying to solve. So what really happens in the organization at this point of time is that in order to obtain product information, the content manager has to coordinate with multiple departments like the sourcing team, the content team, and the marketing team, and these teams sit in different places. Um, so sourcing team would be responsible for information, earlier on when they're sourcing the product. They are responsible for giving us the dimensions, some sort of description about the product, the initial set of images on what the product will look like. So there is some information that we procure from the factory, and the sourcing is the only team that has the source of truth of that information. And then across the content teams and the marketing teams, we have other sources of information that we generate. Now for somebody who has to upload these products on their own e-commerce channel, they have to coordinate with multiple teams first, like sourcing, content, and marketing, in order to get enough information for a product so that they can then add it to the channel that they want to sell the product on. And we still do it, and we do it in two ways. One is that we use an Excel sheet where we add the information about the product and then upload that sheet on the e-commerce channel. So we get a channel format for that Excel, we put the information there and then do the bulk upload. And the second method that you can see here is one product at a time. We upload that product on Amazon. So it's a very cumbersome process, uh, through and throughout. First, it takes about 3 to 4 days for us to obtain the product information from our different departments. And secondly, we have to convert that information in an Excel format, or individually update that information on the channel itself. So this is something that we wanted to avoid. So the system that we came up with on Omnycomm was that if we can create a centralized database for all our products, we will be able to capture all the product information. Now, at the product level itself, where we have here these products at the product level itself, if you see the sort of information that we capture. So I'm just going to open up the form for your reference. So if you just see the type of information that we capture in its product form, you'll be able to see that, sorry, this is not the right example. Let's just open it up here. So yeah, so this is the type of information we capture. We have some sort of description, we have features that are written, um, and we also have the dimensions of the product. Now these parts of the information come at the product level itself. So what we decided on Omnycomm is that if you're adding information related to features, description, dimensions, all of this, then when you're creating the channel, at the channel level, you have to again replicate the same information in for the channel that you want to upload the products on. So if I have to make a product for Amazon UK, then I have to source this. Like I have to take the same information for features and for product description and replicate that information on the Excel format for Amazon. And then when there's information missing, then I have to get in touch with the respective department so that I can fill up my Excel and enrich the product information so that I can upload it on Amazon. So what we decided was that we don't want the content manager to work on rewriting or copying this information again. We wanted to ensure that they only fill up information at the channel level which is unique to the channel. So this level of information at the product level, since we already enrich it with the information about what are the product specifications and its attributes, its features, its description, its dimensions. All this information is captured at the product level. So when you come to the channel level, where if you're making this product for Amazon or eBay or Noon, you only fill up information that is unique to it. You don't fill up this information. Features and product description automatically come from the product level. So when you're generating an export, you only see data points that are unique to the channel. When you hit the export, all the information from the product level and the channel level make the export. And in that sense, we have streamlined the entire flow of you know um, capturing information and exporting that information in the relevant channel. Now all of this will start to make sense um, the more I show you, the more I show it on the product itself. So let's go back to the product and see how this is being done. So the first thing that we have to remember is the fact that um, there are bundle listings and then there are single listings, just like this. So if you remember my example, I had in my tutorial, in my third tutorial, I'd mentioned to you earlier that a model can have multiple variants, and I can decide which variant I want to publish on the channel. What that basically means is that a flask could be blue, green, and red, but I only and they're all the same models, but I only want to sell blue, and I don't want to sell green or red for that matter. So we wanted to ensure that that sort of independence is there at multiple product variant level and at a single variant level. At a single variant level, it's simple. Like, if you don't have a different build type for this particular product, then you're making just for this product, we're just making a channel wise product. But when it comes down to making it for something that has multiple listings, so I have a baby pink flask and I have a blue flask. So I have to decide, okay, I want to take this blue flask and I want to make a channel product for this, because I'm going to be publishing this product on that particular channel. So let's go about with doing it for both. Now if you it's very simple. When you see this listing here, this is the icon that you need to focus your attention on. It says select channel and it's got this laptop icon. So the moment you click on this, it'll ask you, okay, so the system is basically asking, all right, I understand that you want to make a channel product for this particular product, which is blue flask. So which channel do you want to make it for? Now I'm going to take eBay as the example here, and it's very simple to add information for eBay, so we're taking that into account right now, and I'm going to hit OK. The moment I do this, the images that we already have at the product level, as you can see, are coming here. So I don't even have to go through the process of adding main or sub images. If the main and sub images for this product exist at the product level, then they will automatically show here. So this is part of main. And right now in sub images, we don't have any. In normal circumstances, you'll also be able to see, sub images here. But in the case that you don't have it, we've given you the ability to add it here itself. So we'll add it right now, since we're on the subject of images. So I'm just going to add a few other images from a demo standpoint right now. And now, as you can see, we have in total 3 images, which is, as you can see, all images, in which my main image is this and my sub images are these. Now sub images technically wouldn't be color variants, but like some sort of side shot or a lifestyle shot or something on those lines. But the purpose of this demo, you have to take this you just have to take this information into account and know that I'm doing it from a demo standpoint. Anyway, so I'm done with adding the images to the section. Now we have product name. All right, so if we go back to the products page, I'd already created a name for this particular flask. It's called baby pink flask. I think we took the blue flask itself. Okay, so we don't we ensure that even though we are making a channel wise product here, you're not seeing blue flask here, because what we understand is whenever we make a name for a product on a channel internally as an organization, we might call it blue flask. But when we add this product to something like Amazon or eBay, then we make it more descriptive so that it's easier for the user to search by that. So blue flask would be called something more specific, like aqua blue flask, and it is about 1 liters, and made of stainless steel. So now what we've done here is that even though this was called originally Blue Flask, and that's what we call internally in the company, but on eBay, because we want to make it an eBay friendly name, we're adding its own, you know, its own the type of name where it makes it more eBay friendly. So this is one of the methods that we have here. Now the thing is that for all the information that you see here in general attributes and the notes that you see here, this information is unique to eBay. That means all the other information that we have for this particular form is already at the product level itself. So let me just explain this concept to you a little better. And I know that this will be a little confusing initially, but I can honestly tell you that it'll get a lot easier. So, see, at the product level itself, we add features, we add the description, we already have all of this, and we have the dimensions. So, in eBay, you do not have to do this. Now, the reason that you see attributes here and description here is because we know for a fact that the description that we hold internally about the product in the organization may be different from the type of description you would want to create for on eBay. And again, the same logic applies that for eBay, we want to create the sort of description that is more friendly for the eBay audience, so that the customers on eBay are able to relate to that information more, and they are able to buy accordingly. But at the same time, I don't know the description here. It's something that I still require. So we've created this feature for you, where once you click on this button, this side drawer opens up at this level. Now what you can do is, at the product level, you can reference the information that we already have. Now we have the description here, so you just copy and paste it, and then you can make the edit for this accordingly. Now, let's just say that I want to add this in bullet points, so I'm going to do that, and I just add the bullet points. I can make this bold if I want. I can turn parts of this information into, you know I can customize it the way I want. And I've used the reference. Now even for attributes, there are attributes for this information, so you can actually, in the attribute section, so attributes in eBay is the same as what we call features. So you can see that we have features for the product, so we can add these features. And again, you can maintain these features uniquely by channel itself. So now I'm done. Like, I've gotten the information that I need. I can again, instead of, I mean, I can edit and ensure that this is unique, and we maintain this eBay information as it is. So instead of, we're copy pasting this information here, but we're changing it at the same time. So this is eBay's. While we have this at the product details level, at eBay we've taken the same information, but changed it to eBay's format, or like to make it more eBay friendly. And then you can just close this. Once you've closed it, you can save it. And once you've saved this information that you see here is now, we're maintaining a separate copy. So now from a product standpoint, we have basically created, we have created two types of products. One is, we have product information which the company refers to at the product level, which is here or here. So if I go on products, we have a product level information. As you can see, this is where our internal teams look into it. And then we have eBay, sorry, and then we have cloned the product information, but made it unique to eBay. So we have taken we've taken this product and made it into eBay, but we maintain this copy. And I'll just show you in a second what that means. So I go to e-commerce, I click on eBay, and you can see now with this aqua blue flask, it's the same product, it has the same SKU, but it's called aqua blue flask because this is the name that we want to maintain for eBay. And when you click on the edit product, you can see that we're maintaining sub images. We have also maintained the description, and this description is different from what we have in the product details page, right? So in this manner, we have ensured that that we refer to the parent for the information about the product, but we make the channel product unique and independent in itself. I hope you've understood this because this is a very important concept. You have to understand this clearly. And if you have doubts on this, please write to me on, you can just go to help and write to me here itself, or message me directly, and I'll ensure that I take out the time to help you through it. So yeah, now that we've made an eBay product, all I have to do is select these products in this manner, and then I have to export. So by the way, once you've made an eBay product, then you can access all eBay products that you have made under e-commerce in the eBay section, which are shown this way. And then you can select all, or you can just select a few and then hit export. Now you can create a new export or an existing export. So before I explain what that basically means, I'll jump first to the export section, and then I'll show you how the export works. So in the export section, what you're seeing is folders designed in the form of cards. Now, an export is nothing but we're taking product information, all this information. Let me clarify. We're taking all the information and then exporting this into an Excel format for the channel that you want to export it for, ensuring that we follow the standards and the convention and the rules for that particular channel as well. So this particular export that you see here is having the following information. So you can call the export what you want, and this is the date it was made. This is just these are dummy titles that we've given while we were having a session with the team. So just ignore it for the time being. But you can give your export any title that you can remember it by. We'll be adding a search layer here, so you can always search your export. um, yeah, so then there's the date, the number of products that are part of this particular export, and the name of the channel that this product is going to be exported for. So I have 6 products in Amazon UK format. If I download it, it's going to give me an Excel export of this particular in this particular channels format, and I can also see the products inside. So these are the 6 products that we have added. You can also remove it if you feel that, okay, I have, out of these 6 products, I don't want this product to exist in my export, in the export that I'm going to make. So you can just close it, in which case this close it, or rather delete it or remove it, and then that product is gone. Now we have 5 products remaining here. So all you have to do is hit the download button, and it'll actually download in the Amazon UK format. So I'm just going to show you how the download is. So I've hit the download button, and as you can see, it's extremely fast. We've generated an Excel for all of you to see. This is for the 5 products on Amazon UK. Just give it a second, it's going to open. So as you can see, this is the Amazon UK format here. So we have item SKU, brand name, external product ID, item name, the long item names that we have, manufacturer. So all the information that you input at the product level and at the channel level will be here. The product description, as you can see, is in the HTML tagged format, and so on and so forth. Like, you have bullet points, then you have dimensions, which will come later, the kind of color mapping that you've done, all of that. So the same thing can be done for eBay and Noon and every other channel as well. So if you've understood what exports basically mean, there are let me just go back to how you can generate this export. So let's go back to eBay, and these are all my eBay products. So I'm going to take this product and a few others. Let's just take these two products. I don't want to take the test ones. Let's see. Let's take these two products. Yeah. So I've taken three products right now, and I click on the export button. Now the thing is, it's going to ask me whether do you want a new export or do you want to use an existing export. Okay. So if first I'll show you existing. If you click on an existing button, if you click on this button, then you will see the different um, exports that have been made by the team itself. So we have made something called Marion text export, and that is something that you have access to. So you can add it to this particular bundle, or you can create a new one. So let's call it new test for eBay, and you hit add to export folder. So you can either create a new one, or if there's an already existing folder that you want to add it to in the export section, which is right here, like the one that was shown here, Marion test, you can do that. So again, you can do this at any point of time. So you can either add to an existing folder or create a new folder. Now, the reason that we've created this function is because if there are products that you have that you've missed out on adding in a folder, then you can select it here and then add to an existing folder. What you also need to know is that um, if you've added that product to the export folder already before, and you add the same product again, then don't worry, it will not duplicate it in the Excel. It will treat it as one and the same value because we recognize it by its ID, and duplicates won't occur in the folder itself. So we have taken care of that as well. So in the new product, this is the new, we're going to give it a title. Let's call it new underscore test underscore for underscore eBay. Sorry about that. And then you hit add to export folder. Now that you've done that, you go to the export section, and you can see that I've generated this particular export. There are 5 products which are listed here. There are 2 additional products. Oh, right. Sorry. I've, I think I check marked 4 products. Not sure. But anyway, all the products that I'd initially selected are listed here. And when I hit the download button, it's going to download the Excel accordingly. Here you go. So this is the eBay's Excel format, and we have all the correct values showing accordingly. So all the images as well. eBay has a convention that for the images they want it to be separated by the pipe value. So we have that as well. Um, yeah, so all the details are correctly showing, and this is how you generate exports. So just think about how amazing this is. We have if we have product information already, then whenever we're creating a channel wise product, you just have to fill in the unique values of that channel. All the other information is coming from the product level itself, and then once you're at that particular channel, you select the different products you want, either if you're in Amazon UK or Amazon UAE. So you just select the products that you want, hit the export button. If you want, you can even search the product itself. If it's not there in your initial list, just search for the product. So you'll get the list of products here. You select it. We maintain the selection, so you don't have to worry. Like if you added mixer, then you maintain the selection. You hit export. Let's create a new one. Let's call it test underscore Amazon, and you add to the export folder again. You come to the export section, and you can see these are the products that we have. I think there's a slight issue here. We are showing certain products that shouldn't be here. I will take care of this. You don't have to worry. There are additional set of products that are coming. We might have been test proofing the product at the time, but don't worry. You will only see the products that you've exported, and then you hit the download button, in which case it will download in the Excel format that you want. So now if you just go back to the process, all teams, if they coordinate and create product information on the platform, then through our centralized database, we just we create a channel wise product, and we export it in the Excel format, and in a matter of minutes you can download the product in the format that you want and upload it to the platform, and you're done with your work. So with this, we hope to reduce the cycle time of getting products live on the respective channels, because at the end of the day, everything that we do as an organization is to ensure that we sell the products. All of these products have to be on the channel so that we can generate sales. And in order to do this, we have created a process that allows for you to take product information, generate it for take a copy of that information and make it for your channel, and then easily export it, and your work is done. So I know that there are parts of this video where I've been a little repetitive. The only reason for that is to ensure that we can reinforce. I can reinforce the concepts, the logic, the value, the objectives as much as possible. If you still have doubts, then please reach out to me, and I will ensure that we can resolve it. So that's pretty much it. This concludes the fourth video, concludes the overall cycle of the tutorials that we've made so far. And going forward, we are still following an offline format of exporting channels, exporting Excel from for a channel, but eventually we'll work out integrations with the platform itself, where we are connected with them at a completely different scale. So those tutorials are something that those tutorials are ones that we'll look into later. For the time being, this is what we have, and these are the features that we can work with. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me and being patient again, listening to me rant on. And I look forward to hearing from any of you. That's about it. Adios.